Hi, Hari. I'm going to go through this lesson upload procedure with you, and I want to do it in a quick way here, but I'm going to need you to take notes, so you're going to have to come back to this. But post new lesson, that should be changed to upload new lesson. These steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, I should be able to click around in these steps after I've gone through them. So after I've done through step 1, if I go through step 2, I should be able to click here on step 1 again. I can't click on step 3 because I haven't finished step 1, but if I was on step 3, I should be able to click step 2 or step 1. So these should be clickable, all right? Next, do you already have a video lesson? It should be, have you created a video lesson already? Question mark. If yes, do you have this on your computer? If no, that's okay. Please create one using our software. Here is the link to download our software. Once you have your lesson on your computer, come back and submit the lesson. And then this should say download lesson building software. Download lesson building software. Okay? Yes? Do you have it on your computer? Yes? This should say, great. Below are some details for your new lesson. When you have finished, we will upload the lesson in the next step. Now, all of this seems like it's pretty easy to understand, but we should have little question marks here as well that help people understand what it is that we're asking. That's very important. Little help tabs, right? We even have space for help. So somewhere here we need a help icon that allows people to understand exactly what it is that we're trying to ask them for. Save video. The save video step should be continue. So let me go back to the next. Oh, I see. I can't even go back here. I should be able to go back here because I'm already here. Oh, there we go. We did go back. Do you already have a video lesson? Yes. Video title. Oh, I didn't do any of that. So look, there's an issue. I just realized there's an issue. It didn't give me an error. It just went through. So I clicked save video. Save video should actually be continue. So I'm clicking that, and it's going right back to this main screen. It's not giving me an error, and it should actually give me an error. I just noticed that. Clearly there's an error here, and it's telling me that, but the way that it reconfigures is it goes straight back to through the main question, and it doesn't go to this field. So it looks like the Ajax is broken there. Make a note, okay? So video title, I'm doing lesson help, keywords, sorry, Hari, THK, description, to help Hari, attribution, THK, THK, education type, primary, let's see, arts and culture, show this to everyone, yada yada. So I can go into continue. So change that to continue. Choose a file. Okay, so I'm just picking your file at random here. Okay, so this is nothing. Now, when I select a file, this step right here should have a little bit more explanation. Okay, so it should say, click the Choose File button and browse for the lesson on your computer. After you are finished, click Upload. So there should be an instruction here. It should tell the user what to do. Upload video is nice, but tell the user what to do. Tell the user to browse for the video and then click Upload when he's done. Step 2, adding notes and adding quizzes, a quiz and a question, they should be separate. Okay, so we should have adding notes. Do you want to add notes to the lesson? No, we know what that means. You just go to the next step. But if yes, I want to add notes, clearly that's going to let me add my notes as I want to add my notes, but the cell notes part is hidden. It's at the bottom. Okay, so you should say, do you want to add notes to this lesson? Yes. Would you like to sell your notes? Yes or no? If they say yes, then you should say, how much would you like to sell your notes for? And give a description. And then upload your notes, or paste your notes, or take your notes. So first, do you want to add notes? That's all that's there. Yes, no. Do you want to add notes to the lesson? Yes or no? Second question, do you want to sell your notes? Question mark. Yes or no? Third, how much do you want to pay? How much do you want to charge? And give us a description. And then finally, give us your notes. So this is a confusing step right here. And we need the step to be easier. And we can make it easier by simplifying the steps so that they're logical to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. Now, do you want to add a quiz? Do you already have a quiz created? You know, I'm kind of apprehensive on this one, but let's just leave it like it is and say no. Okay, so so if they say no, this shouldn't be here. Okay, this right here is confusing. So we should remove all of this. Okay, it's just do you have excuse me, I didn't realize this was such bad English. Do you have a quiz already created? Now, let's change that. Have you created a quiz in Skill Coach that you want to use for this lesson? Yes or no? If they click no, the next step is let's create a quiz. Please select a name for your quiz. Afterwards, we will create questions. And that process basically is this. Asking for the title of the quiz. In a step though, right? I don't want to be confusing about this. It needs to be simplified. And this is just disorganized, right? So if they don't have a quiz, if they want to create a quiz for their lesson, yes I do. They don't currently have a quiz. This should all be kind of Ajax format, right? And right now it's all sort of, I mean, this is sort of, right? But there's this is sort of not a very logical step, right? So quiz 1. And then I have to go through and I have to manage questions and add questions and that sort of stuff. This stuff should only be shown at the end, okay? If I create a quiz and I select a title, it should show me the title of my quiz and it should say question number 1. And then it should say add question or done. Add question or done, right? So this should have the title of my quiz. So we don't need to say, do you already have a quiz? We don't need to show any of this stuff either, right? We should say add quizzes and questions, right? And it should show right here quiz name and question 1. And we should be able to ask our question just like we do here, right? Question 1. And we don't need to drop down for multiple choice. It should be multiple choice by default. Okay, so it should be multiple choice by default. So it should say question 1, multiple choice, and the correct answer should be at the top. Correct answer at the top. Right? And then we can add question. We could save the question, but we don't even need that there. And you don't need this there. Okay, so this does not need to be there. This does not need to be there. Instead, we have the quiz title, and then we have question 1. And then at the bottom down here underneath this question 1 box, we would have save and add or save and finish or cancel, where save and add would allow the user to save and add a new question. Save and finish would allow them to finish the quiz. And if they finish creating the quiz, then it should show all of the quiz attributes, these items, edit quiz, delete quiz, add question, manage questions, underneath the entire quiz. Sort of like it will now, right? But it's just disorganized. So this function, and I think I've described it in a disorganized fashion, but I think you can understand as I was just describing this to you, if I don't already have a quiz and I want to create a quiz, it's just a confusing process, right? And we don't want to confuse them. We don't need the multiple choice drop down because everything's going to be multiple choice. I know we have the option to make it more than just multiple choice, but we don't need to do that. So having this is sort of a moot point, right? So I want to go into THK12 and create a question and add a question, but now it's not even giving me the option to make an option. Looks like I'm having an error here. Please enter the options. I have no idea what options. It looks like there's an error here. There's a couple errors, it looks like. Yep, it's repeating itself. Add questions again. Let me just save it. You understand, this needs work, okay? It is not clean at all, okay? Edit video details, edit quizzes and notes. These are fine. I don't want to move those, but again, I should be able to click step 2 and go to step 2. I should be able to click step 1 and go to step 1 here. This is just a review. That's fine. Step 4 here, the Facebook, Twitter, etc., they should open up in very small windows. Right now you have them open in these huge, massive windows. They should come in very small windows where the user just has like this area here that he's signing into Facebook with, right? That's it. And Twitter, the same thing, right? And then we should have a little checkbox, like checkbox underneath here. You've successfully, set up Facebook, successfully set up Twitter, successfully set up Google+, etc. You know what I'm saying? So there should be some confirmations here. They don't need to do it, but if they do it, then they will post there. In addition to that, I don't know how we're posting. We're going to have to think about that next, okay? But we'll do that next. But let's have some confirmations there, okay? Confirmations are going to be very, very helpful. And then finish and publish. Fine, okay? So the process, the overall process is confusing to a certain extent. We need to change some text. We also then need to also change the notes and the quiz, right? Because the notes and the quiz are very, very confusing. Remember, you're trying to make sure that your elementary school, that your very, very young friends, the people that you know that have children, that their children can figure this out, right? And right now, I could barely figure it out. So it is not easy, Hari. We need to make it easier. We need to make it so children can do this, right? So that children know what they need to do in order to upload a lesson, a video that they have on their computer right now. They need to be able to know how to do it by just clicking some buttons and making it happen, right? We need to make it really, 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 really easy. So right now it's not. Right now it's difficult. I'm sure you can make it better. And so this gives you some tips on making it better. I'm sure we'll talk some more tomorrow. Thank you.